عليه صلوات.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
हमारे दीगर सलावात।
Okay, assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. So we apologize for the short delay. Alhamdulillah, we're just kind of getting settled, and alhamdulillah, I think we're all ready. So inshallah, I want to begin by welcoming all of you to the Jafaria Sunday School for the year 2022-2023. I know that obviously it takes a lot of effort to be here on a Sunday. MashaAllah, we're really thankful to all of you parents and our teachers, of course, for making this commitment, right? It's difficult to be here, and you took time out of your day, and inshallah for that, Allah will reward you. And inshallah, you'll see the benefit in your children. Before I begin, I'm just gonna give you just a quick overview of today's program. So for those of you who are interested, we have program flyers out there on the front table. So generally, the way we're going to start is we're going to start with Quran recitation. We have Sister Fatima Mirza who's going to begin that. Then we'll have Hadith Kisa. And then we're going to be doing some Marsiya and Salam, followed by a short poetry. Also, they're all going to be recited by our current Sunday school students. And then inshallah, Sayyid Abbas is going to give us a speech. Then we'll have a Noha program, again recited by our students over here. And then we'll have Ziyara, and we'll end with Dua Faraj, and then we'll do a short Arba'een walk, just so that the children can have an idea about, we just passed through the holy day of Arba'een, to give them an idea of what it's like to walk during the Arba'een, inshallah, and to give us an opportunity, inshallah, we can all go. So with that, I will call upon Sister Fatima Mirza to start the Quran, inshallah.
Hello. والسماء والطارق وما أدراك ما الطارق النجم إن كل نفس لما عليها حافظ فلينظر الإنسان مما خلق من ماء يخرج من بين الصلب والترائب إنه على رجعه لقادر يوم تبلى السرائب فما له من قوة ولا ناصر والسماء ذات الرجى فالأرض ذات الصدى إنه لقول فصل فما هو بالهزل إنهم يكيدون كيدا وأكيد كيدا فمهل الكافرين أمهمهم رويدا صدق الله العلي العظيم.
MashaAllah, brothers and sisters, another loud salawat for Sister Fatima and for the blessings of her parents. MashaAllah, beautiful recitation. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajjal farajahum. Inshallah, we'll call upon our dear brother Ashar to do Hadith Kisa, inshallah. Sallu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Allahumma salli ala
اللهم صل على محمد وعلى محمد. اللهم صل. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. روي عن جابر بن عبد الله الأنصاري بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم عن فاطمة الزهراء عليها السلام بنت رسول الله قال سمعت فاطمة أنها قالت دخل علي أبي رسول الله في بعض الأيام فقال السلام عليك يا فاطمة فقلت عليك السلام قال إني أجد في بدني ضعفا فقلت له أريدك بالله يا أبتاه من الضعف فقال يا فاطمة ائتيني بالكساء اليماني فغطيني به فأعطيته بالكساء اللهم صل على محمد وعلى محمد اليماني فغطيته به وسرت أنظر عليه وإذا وجهه يتلألأ كأنه بدر في ليلة تمامه وكمالي فما كانت إلا ساعة وعذاب ولد الحسن قد أقبل فقال السلام عليك يا أمه فقلت وعليك السلام يا قرة عيني وثمرة فؤادي فقال يا أمه إني أشم عندك رائحة الطاربات كأنها الرائحة جدي رسول الله فقلت نعم إن جدك تحت الكساء اللهم صل على محمد وعلى محمد فأقبل الحسن نهب الكساء اللهم صل على محمد وقال السلام عليك يا جداه يا رسول الله أتعدن لي أن أدخل معك تحت الكساء اللهم صل على محمد وعلى محمد قال وعليك السلام يا ولدي ويا ساحب خوضي قد أذنت لك فدخل معه تحت الكساء اللهم صل فما كانت إلا ساعة وإذا بولد الحسين قد أقبل وقال السلام عليك يا أمه فقلت عليك السلام يا سعادتي ويا قرة عيني وثمرة فؤادي. وقال يا شمس الزهراء والنهر رايحة جدي رسول الله. فقلت نعم إن جدك أخاك تحت الحصار. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى محمد. فدنا الحسين نهب الكساء. اللهم صل على محمد. وقال السلام عليك يا جداه، السلام عليك يا من اختاره الله. أتأذن لي أن أكون أدخل معكما تحت الكساء. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى محمد. فقال وعليك السلام يا ولدي ويا شافع أمتي. فدجنت لك ودخل معهما تحت الكساء. اللهم صل على محمد. فأقبل عند ذلك أبو حسن علي بن أبي طالب وقال السلام عليك بنت رسول الله. فقلت وعليك السلام يا أبا الحسن ويا أمير المؤمنين. فقال يا فاطمة إني أشم عندك رائحة طيبة وإنها الرائحة أخي وابن عمي رسول الله. فقلت نعم ها هو مع ولديك تحت الكساء. فأقبل عليا نهب الكساء. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى محمد. وقال السلام عليك يا رسول الله. أتأذن لي أن أكون معكم تحت الكساء. قال له وعليك السلام يا أخي ويا وسي ويا خليفتي وصاحب اللواء. فدخلت لك فدخل علي تحت الكساء. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى محمد. ثم أتيت نهب الكساء. اللهم صل على محمد. وقلت السلام عليك يا أبتاه يا رسول الله. أتأذن لي أن أكون معكم تحت الكساء. قال وعليك السلام يا بنتي ويا بسعتي. فدخلت لك ودخل تحت الكساء. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى محمد. فلما كتب الجميع تحت الكساء أخذ علي رسول الله بطرفي الكساء أو ما بيده يمنى من السماء. اللهم أنت هؤلاء أهل البيت وخاصتي وهمتي لحمهم لحمي ودمهم دمي. يؤلمني ما يؤلمهم ويحزنني ما يحزنهم. أنا هرب لمن حاربهم وسلم لمن صالمهم وعدو لمن عاداهم ومحب لمن يحبهم. إنهم مني وأنا منهم. وجد صلواتك وبركاتك ورحمتك وغفرانك ورضوانك عليهم وأذهب عنهم الرجس ويطهرهم تطهيرا. صل على قول الله عز وجل يا ملائكتي ويا سكان سماواتي إني ما خلقت السماء ممنية ولا أرضا مدحية ولا قمرا منيرا ولا شمسا مضيا ولا فلكا يدور ولا بحر يجري ولا فلكا يسري إلا في محبة هؤلاء خمسة الذين هم تحت الكساء. وقال أمين جبرائيل يا رب ومن تحت الكساء. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى محمد. فقال عز وجل هم أهل البيت نبوة ومالين الرسالة هم فاطمة وأبوها وبعلها وبنوها. وقال جبرائيل يا رب أتعلم لي أن أهبط إلى أرض لأكون معهم سادسا. وقال الله نعم قد أذنت لك. فهبط أمين جبرائيل وقال السلام عليك يا رسول الله. العلي الأعلى يقرئك السلام ويخصك بالتحية والإكرام ويقول لك وعزة جلاله إني ما خلقت السماء مبنية ولا أرضا مدحية ولا قمرا منيرا ولا شمسا مزيا ولا فلكا يدور ولا بحر يجري ولا فلك يسري إلا لأجلكم ومحبتكم. قد أذن لي أن أدخل معكم فهل تأذن لي يا رسول الله؟ فقال رسول الله وعليك السلام يا أمين وحي الله إنه نعم قد أذنت لك. فدخل جبرائيل معنا تحت الكساء وقال لعبي إن الله قد أوحى إليكم يقول إنما يريد الله ليذهب عنكم الرجس وأهل البيت ويطهرهم تطهيرا. وما صلى على محمد وآل محمد. فقال علي لأبي يا رسول الله أخبرني مجلوسنا هذا من فضل الله. فقال نبي صلى الله عليه وآله هو الذين بعثني بالحق نبيا واصطفاني بالرسالة نجيا. ما ذكرنا خبرنا هذا في محفل من محافل أهل الأرض وفي جمع من شيعتنا ومحبينا إلا نزلت عليهم رحمة وحفت بهم ملائكة واستغفر لهم إلى أن يتفرقوا. فقال علي عليه السلام يزا والله فزنا وقال شيخنا ورب الكعبة. فقال النبي رسول الله صلى الله عليه يا علي والذي بعثني بالحق النبيا واصطفاني برسالة النبيا ما ذكرنا خبرنا هذا في محفل من محافل أهل الأرض وفيه جمع من شيعتنا ومحبينا وفيه محموم إلا وفرد الله هما ومحروم إلا وكشف الله هما ولا تعرف حاجة إلا وقضى الله حاجة. وقال علي عليه السلام إذا والله فزنا وصعدنا وكذلك شيعتنا وذو سعيد في الدنيا والآخرة ورب الكعبة. اللهم صل. Fatiha for all the Madhumeen of this majlis.
Brothers and sisters, one more salawat for that beautiful recitation by our dear brother Ashar. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. MashaAllah, you can see, brothers and sisters, that the teachers and the parents are doing such a wonderful job with their kids, training them at this early age to recite Quran and to recite du'as and all these beautiful recitations that we have. So thank you so much. Inshallah, before we continue, there's just a few things I wanted to mention. So for those of you who are probably new to the Jafaria Sunday School, you might have heard that Jafaria is actually one of the older Sunday schools that's been around, and some would say even one of the oldest Sunday schools. So it's been around for a long time. They've had very dedicated teachers over the years that have sought to provide their children with a lot of good education. Mashallah, some of our teachers were part of the Sunday school when they were kids. Some of the other teachers are teaching in other Sunday schools. So a lot of good work and good effort has gone into this. The goal for the current Sunday school, right? We have a very dedicated list of teachers and admin. And by the way, if you're wondering who the teachers are, you'll see them wearing a yellow ribbon, so you can identify the teachers if you want to ask them any questions. So the goal for this year Sunday school, the year 2022 to 2023, is unity around brotherhood and building character. I wanted to share that with you because you all know that today our kids are probably exposed to a lot of external pressures, right? And they face a lot of peer pressure, a lot of different types of pressures that they face all over, wherever they may be, whether in schools or in their social circles or even at home with social media. Um, so it's even more important for them to create that brotherhood and sisterhood when they come to a Sunday school, so that they can get to know one another and they can kind of feel like they're part of a community and they're part of a group that everyone is doing something similar. They don't feel alone and lonely when they're trying to practice their religion. So that's our goal, inshallah. And one thing that I wanted to emphasize, the admin team has done a wonderful job publicizing this event so that everybody is aware of it. All, they sent it out to all other Sunday schools. Of course, we weren't expecting all of them to come, but the idea behind that being, we want to be united. We want to have this commonality that we're all here for the same goal, to gain knowledge and to pass that knowledge on to our children, the teachings of the Holy Quran, of Rasulullah and the Ahl al-Bayt alayhim salam. So with that, brothers and sisters, we'll continue with the program. The next thing we have is the Source As-Salam or Marsiya by Brother Hussein and Brother Mujtaba. Please welcome them with a loud salawat ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. Allahumma salli.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
MashaAllah, Jazakallah. Thank you so much. One more loud salawat ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. Inshallah, we have one more, Soz Salam, and it's going to be recited by Ishal and the group together. Inshallah. Sallu ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. Ajil.
हटा के लाश से ज़ैनब ने की सदा, क्या तुम मेरे हुसैन हो। पत्थर हटा के लाश से ज़ैनब ने दी सदा, क्या तुम मेरे हुसैन हो। कैसे पड़े हैं जिस्म के टुकड़े जुदा जुदा, क्या तुम मेरे हुसैन हो। पत्थर हटा के लाश से ज़ैनब ने दी सदा, क्या तुम मेरे हुसैन हो। है मेरे गरीब का क्या हाल कर दिया, घोड़ों से लाशा दश्त में पामाल कर दिया। है पहचानू किस तरह से बदन से है सर जुदा, क्या तुम मेरे हुसैन हो। पत्थर हटा के लाश से ज़ैनब ने दी सदा, क्या तुम मेरे हुसैन हो। पहचान लूंगी मैं तुम्हें, आवाज मुझको दो। दम तोड़ते जो देखा है कड़ियल जवान को, आँखों में अब बहन की उजाला नहीं रहा, क्या तुम मेरे हुसैन हो। पत्थर हटा के लाश से ज़ैनब ने दी सदा, क्या तुम मेरे हुसैन हो। पहचानना तुम्हारे लिए भी कठिन हुआ, देखा है पहली बार जो है ज़ैनब को बेरदा, आती है शर्म जल्द बता दो मुझे ज़रा, क्या तुम मेरे हुसैन हो। पत्थर हटा के लाश से ज़ैनब ने दी सदा, क्या तुम मेरे हुसैन हो। करता रहा है ज़िब्ह की कोशिश कहाँ कहाँ, खंजर के है कटी हुई गर्दन पे भी निशान, काटा है किस तरह से सितमगार ने गला, क्या तुम मेरे हुसैन हो। पत्थर हटा के लाश से ज़ैनब ने दी सदा,
صلوا على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. I know everyone's tired and probably looking forward to the lunch, but we can get a better salawat than that. صلوا على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. Thank you, inshallah. And now we'll call upon Inaya Fatima Saida for a short poetry.
Salawat. पत्थर पे अलमदीन का गाना किसने ललकार के मरहब को बेचारा किसने यूं तो साबे पैगंबर सभी थे मौजूद बोलो बोलो रहबर को खारा किसने
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. Inshallah, thank you, brothers and sisters, for being patient and participating in this program with us. I would now like to introduce our dear speaker, Sayyid Abbas Razavian. For those who don't know, Brother Sayyid Abbas, mashallah, he's a big blessing to the community. He moved back with his family from Iran about a year ago back to LA, but he's spent many years in Qom in Iran studying, and he's originally from the LA area, so we're really blessed to have him. He serves the local communities here at Yasin and Masjid Nabi in Covina, and inshallah we're going to make him a regular part of the Jafaria community inshallah as well. So without further ado, let's welcome Sayyid Abbas with a loud salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Allahumma.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajal farajahum. How are you doing, my dear friends, my dear brothers and sisters? Inshallah, everyone is doing good. And I send you my condolences. I send you my condolences for the martyrdom of who? Who was martyred today? Or who wafat is it today? Can you tell me? Yes, say it. Yes, Imam Hassan, and who else? Yeah? Rasulullah. Recite Salat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Ala Muhammad wa ali. Yes. Assalamu alaikum. And who else? Hassan? Okay. So for us today, it is the beginning of the school year, and it is the beginning of the Sunday school year. It is also the beginning that we celebrate, we commemorate the martyrdom of these individuals. So we want to talk a little bit about Rasulullah today. And also I want to talk a bit about unity and brotherhood and sisterhood. And we're going to talk a little bit about gossip and making rumors, which is something that kids like. So I need your attention, and I'm going to ask you some questions to see if you know the answers. Rasulullah for us is a father. The narration says Ali and Muhammad are fathers. Abawa hadhihi al-ummah. They are fathers for us. So today we are very sad at the same time because Rasulullah passed away. But also we are in debt. We owe Rasulullah. Why do we owe Rasulullah something? What did he bring for us? Who can tell me here? Yes. Oh, Imam Ali. Okay. What did he bring for us? Good. Okay, great. So Qadir, he brought this Qadir. What else? Did everybody notice that we did Salat? Who taught us Salat? Who taught us Namaz? Who brought Namaz for us? Yes. Allah brought us Namaz. And through who? Prophet Muhammad. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad, ali Muhammad. So this Namaz that we have, fasting that we have, this beautiful religion that we have, he brought it for us. And do you think it was easy for him to bring it for us, or was it hard? It was easy? Okay. Did he go through some difficulties? There's a tradition that he says that no prophet was bothered as much as I was bothered. Sometimes to bring this religion to us, the Muslims, the prophet had to starve. Sometimes they even had to split a date and share a date, just so we today can have this beautiful religion. He taught us that there's one God and saved us from polytheism, from many gods. He taught us true Tawheed, one God. He taught us namaz. He taught us prayers. He taught us fasting. And most importantly, that today we're going to be talking about this. He says, I have brought down for makarimul akhlaq, so that you can behave in the best manner. You can treat each other the nicest. Did Rasulullah, was he nice to people? Can someone here know a story or tell me some nice act that Rasulullah did? Yes. Okay, very good. So brother is referring to a story about Hajar al-Aswad. And they didn't know. Two groups said, I want to put in Hajar al-Aswad back in its place. Another group says, I want to put. But as a child, he recommended a cloth, and he put a cloth for them, and one side held the other cloth, and one side held the other cloth, and he with his small hands came and pushed Hajar al-Aswad, that rock, back in place in the Kaaba. So he resolved the issues. Yes. Yes, go ahead. Okay, it's okay. Let's recite salawat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali. You want to say something? Yes. Go ahead. Okay, who was sick? Oh, okay, very nice. It says one time or before, they would try to ruin the image of Rasulullah Khuda, and they would throw things at him, trash sometimes, things that were rubbish, rocks, or even animal parts. And every day this would happen to him. This is what I'm saying, this message that was brought down with patience and kindness. And the Rasulullah, after one day, felt sorry. He says, where is this person that every day would throw things at me? Was not offended in that way because he was rahmatul and alameen. He was the kindest person to ever exist in this world. The kindest. Okay? I'm going to tell you 5 things that Rasulullah used to do. One is Rasulullah used to say salam to kids. Many times you guys are kids, see someone that is old and much taller, right? Maybe even a basketball player or something really tall. And you don't expect them to say salam to you usually because they don't see the kids, they're walking. But Rasulullah Khuda, when he would walk, he would first say salam to the kids. He loved children. That's why because he was so humble. So he would say salams to the kids. Two, he would sit with the poor. Sometimes people don't like someone that is poor. They like to see those that are rich. But that was not important for him. He brought the Quran. He brought this Quran that says, who is the most atqakum, who is akramakum indallah, who has the best position is not your race, your country, not how much money you have, but whoever has more piety, whoever has more piety. So if a poor person has more piety, I will sit with them. Three, he would sit in a circle. Sit in a circle in a way that they wouldn't know where Rasulullah is, where is the messenger of God. They would have to guess because he wouldn't sit in front so that he would show his power to show off. Whereas today they say flex, for example. He would sit in a way that everyone was equal as in a circle. Four, when he would ride on an animal, it would be on a saddleless animal. And five, he would provide, when he would need to get milk from the animals, he would do that himself. Even though he was the Rasul al Khuda, he could have other people do his chores for them, but he did his chores for himself. Yes. Okay, in Qara Hara, very good. He would go in the cave and meditate and pray and do salat and worship God until finally he became a prophet. So therefore he came, as he says, إِنَّمَا بُعِثْتُ لِأَتِمَّ مَكَارِمَ الْأَخْلَاقِ لَأُتِمَّ مَكَارِمَ الْأَخْلَاقِ. I came so that you can refine your akhlaq. So what are we supposed to do as followers of Prophet Muhammad? As students of Prophet Muhammad, we also should be in our best behavior, have the best akhlaq. We should have unity. We are brothers and sisters of one another. Today, we're going to talk about this important thing is gossip and spreading rumors. Okay? One of the things that kids like, even though they're young, is they like to make up rumors sometimes. And it's funny, maybe. Or maybe they think that a kid likes to spread rumors to see how powerful they are, how fast their message spreads. But is this something good to make something up about someone? Let me give you an example. Gossip is like, for example, saying that you say that Sayyid, say that boss is my name. You make a rumor saying he came from Mars. Right? It's funny, right? He came from Mars. He didn't come from home. He came from Mars. And then everyone spread, did you know that Sayyid that's speaking, he's a Martian? Did you know he came from Mars? It's funny, right? And everyone spreads it. But what happens to me when I go home? I start to cry. I get sad. I get sad. They say nobody likes me. They think I'm from Mars. I'm a Martian. And it's wrong. Thank you. I like you too. Thank you. So this is how rumors are spread because they're funny and it's something that is completely made up. This is called gossip, gossiping, making up rumors behind each other. Is this something good or something bad? Bad, yes. Bad, something bad. Let me ask this question. What if it's true? What if it's true? Do you know a secret about them? They don't want to know it's true, but they don't want you to share. Is that good for me to share or not? If something they don't like, something they don't, it's something in their private life, they don't want anyone to know, they trusted you with it. Should you go and tell everyone? No, no. Okay, so gossiping is making up lies. Ghaibat is backbiting, is sharing something about someone that you know and they didn't want you to share. So we are brothers and sisters of each other and we do not backbite and we do not gossip. How can we solve this? One issue is this. When someone comes to tell you a funny gossip or something, ask them this question. Why are you telling me this? Ask them, why are you telling me this? And then you find out the reasoning behind it. Maybe they're telling you this so they can, bring that person down, which is wrong. Or for example, you can tell them that maybe that's really none of my business. You're telling that Sayyid is a Martian or something, that's none of my business. Tell him that. If he wants to share it, they'll share it. But you shouldn't talk behind someone's back. And the other thing is, if you make up rumors about someone else, then is it possible they make rumors about me? Eventually it'll come back to me, they'll spread rumors about me. So therefore we understand, my friends, that making rumors is something that is not good. And actually it destroys us, our brotherhood, our sisterhood with one another. When you see the Imam Ali alayhi salam, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. He mentions a man whose friendship is not for the sake of God must be avoided. That even the friends we choose, we must choose those friends for God. We must try to choose the best and the most religious of friends. Even when you want to have a friend, you choose a friend because they are a person of God. And therefore you will be influenced in a good way. You will learn from them. You will grow together. That's why the Sunday school is so important. You come here, my friends, and you get friends with one another. It's once a week, we understand, but then when you go home and next time you want to play and you want to find good friends, find friends from each other because they are good friends. They are friends for God. 2, Imam Sadiq alayhi salam says, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. A believer is the believer of another believer, like a single body. We are one person, as if one entity. We're friends of one another. If any part of him suffers, he will feel pain. If my brother or sister is in pain, is sad, I become sad with their sadness. If they are in pain, I become in pain. And their souls are also made of one soul. We actually have a tradition that all of us are, for example, like a tree. Did you ever hear this hadith, the hadith of a tree? We are a big giant tree, and the roots of that tree is the messengers, Rasulullah Khuda. The trunk of that tree is Imam Ali, and the branches of the tree are the Imams, and we in this tree are like leaves. If you can imagine that, a big tree, that the leaves are us, each and one of you, we're all one leaf, but the branches and the main part of the tree are the Imams. So we are one entity. When we get sad, our Imams get sad for us. When the Imams get sad, we get sad for the Imams. When our brothers get sad, we get sad for them. When they get happy, we get happy. So this is a beautiful tradition that shows us we are one body together. So therefore, things that destroy brotherhood or sisterhood is the fact that if somebody gossips and makes up rumors or spreads someone's secrets or hurts someone. I want to share with you verses of the Quran that talk about. The Quran is a book that teaches us how to behave. The Quran says this, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu ijtanabu kathiran min adh-dhann inna ba'da adh-dhann ith. Don't have a bad assumption with your brother or sister. If they did something to you, think of it positively. Don't necessarily think, oh, they're trying to hurt me, they're trying to harm me. Think of them as your brother. Be easy to forgive them if they do, your brother and sister. وَلَا تَجَسَّسُوا, and don't spy on them. Don't try to look at their secrets, the Quran says. وَلَا يَغْتَبْ بَعْضُكُمْ بَعْضًا, and do not backbite. Do not speak bad about each other. If you want to have something, say it in front of their face. Another problem that we have sometimes in this age, this happens a lot, and this is in the Quran, and it damages ourselves, is making fun of one another. Making fun. Is making fun something good or something bad? It's bad? Why is it bad, do you think? Why is it making fun bad? Yes. You heard his things, yes? Is making fun bad? Same thing, okay. Why is making fun of someone bad? Has anyone here been made fun of sometimes? Maybe when I was in school, they would actually change the name that I had. They would put a different name for me. For example, my last name, this happened once, then they did it to my first name, and they made names for me. And then when you go home, you feel sad. Yes, sister, did you say something? Oh. So this happens. Sometimes people are made fun of. Yes. See, even when you're doing it friendly, there's a way that you're laughing with everyone, and there's a time it's laughing at him. Sometimes you think that when you're making fun of someone, that, oh, it's okay, he's laughing too because he's shy. But when he goes home, he gets embarrassed, and it's not right. The Quran says, don't make fun of people. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu la yaskhar qawman min qawm. Do not make fun. A group of people should not make fun of another group. Yes. So making fun is bad, right? Yeah. Why do you think it's bad? Quran gives, yes. It hurts their feelings. What happens if someone hurts another person? Does God not get upset with them maybe? Yes, God gets upset with them because God does not want us to harm other people. God loves us. Imam Ali says, the way that you observe God's rights is that you observe each other's rights. Right? The Quran says, do not make fun of one another. Why? Asa an yakunu khayran minhum. Maybe they're better than you. Maybe they're better than you and you don't even know, and you're making fun of them. So sometimes at school, if this happens, of course, you tell your teachers, you tell your parents, and you would tell them very strictly, please do not make fun of me. This is in the Quran. Quran says, do not make fun of me, for example, when you're together. And hopefully this will resolve that issue. Yes. Yes, sure. He does what? I don't hear the last word. Say it again. Oh, thinks it's funny as well. Sometimes joking very, very lightly, it's not making fun of. You're joking together. But try not to pick on each other, picking on someone. Maybe the way they look, maybe the way they talk, maybe something they did in class. For example, someone in a class doesn't know the right answer. And everyone's like, ha, 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 he doesn't look at the right answer. Making fun is a sign of arrogance, meaning I think I'm better than him. Quran says maybe they're better than you. We don't know. So to always be humble. Did Rasulullah, did the Imams ever make fun of someone? They would not make fun of people. Actually, we have here that who do you think would they make fun of? The Quran says there's a group of people that were made fun of. Who were made fun of in the Quran? Which was wrong. I'll read you the verse. Ya hasatan ala al-ibad ma ya'tihim min rasulin illa kanu bihi yastahzi'un. How regretful for the servants, there did not come to them any messenger except they used to ridicule them. They used to make fun of the prophets of God sometimes. One of the prophets they made fun of was Prophet Noah. Prophet Noah, they made fun of him. Why do you think they made fun of him? Yes. Very good. Let's say salawat for him. Allahumma. Yes. Yes. Very good. Very good. Very good. So 2 reasons. Prophet Noah was making an ark, a big ship, huge ship actually. I forgot the measurements, but it's a huge ship he was making. Okay, something like that. Good. Very good. Yes. MashaAllah. No, it's actually, there's hadith about it. And people are wondering, it's dry land. Who makes an ark in dry land? But he says, look, a flood is going to come to you. And they would make fun of him. Why are you making this huge ship? But he's a prophet of God. He knows things that they don't know. And then finally, when the rain came and he told people, go on this ship, go on this ark so you will be saved, and bring a pair of every animal. Even his own son didn't go, unfortunately. His own son said, Father, I have an idea. Let me go on the topest mountain. Let me go on the peak. And when I go on the peak, water won't reach me there because water comes down, right? But water came so much, he didn't listen to his prophet dad. It came so much that it drowned even his son. So therefore, you see that at the end, they were the people that were made fun of. They made fun of Prophet Noah, but his message was the reality, was the truth. Yes. Did I take it from you? Did I steal it from you? I learned it from you. I read your mind. Okay. All right. All right. So again, over and over you see in the Quran not making fun of each other. زين للذين كفروا الحياة الدنيا ويسخرون من الذين آمنوا. Another group of people that were made fun of are those that believed in the messenger of God. It says those that disbelieved and those that the world of this life was beautified, those that were enchanted with this world. They were materialists, they only loved the material. When they saw our holy prophet, when they wanted to believe in him, those that believed in him, they would make fun of them. So making fun of is actually, when you look at it in the Quran, is something that the enemies of the prophets did, and is something that the enemies of Rasulullah did. So hopefully we can learn from this. The prophet came to make our behavior the best. He is an example for us, and hopefully we can have more unity together. We will not gossip behind anyone. We will not talk bad about anyone, and we will come to defense. Let me give you a nice story. Once a person, sometimes because some of these are sins, and when someone does a bad deed, when they're older, something bad might happen to them. A person came and spoke bad about Salman al-Farsi, a good companion of the Prophet. Later on, when he spoke bad about him, a scorpion stung him. He came to the Imam, he came to this infallible and asked, why was I hit with this from the scorpion? He says that you were sitting in a gathering and they were doing ghaibat and they're backbiting Salman al-Farsi, and you didn't come to defend him. Because you didn't defend him, you got hit by a scorpion. So when a person hears rumors, hears backbiting, when a person says the backbiting, both of them are doing something wrong. And then a third person is injured here, the person whose reputation is ruined. So three people already get damage to them. The person that they're talking about and the two people that are talking about him behind his back, both of them, the listener and the sayer, both of them. So if you hear that, you say, no, it's not true. I don't want to hear it. It's none of my business, you know. And of course, if there is something that is very important, always communicate with your parents, always communicate with your teachers and say what happened to them. What should I have done? And your parents will tell you the right thing to do. Please recite salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farajahu. Do you have questions or no?
One more salawat for Sayyid Abbas. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Inshallah, we have a few minutes for questions and answers. So Sayyid is here with us. We're very blessed to have him. Please ask any questions that you have, even from the parents, and the teachers. Don't hesitate. Please ask any questions you might have.
It's a very good question. Yes, he was always a prophet. That is a good. But then when we talk about bi'tha, this is when it became official. He was always a prophet of God. He always had knowledge of the unseen. He was always infallible. And Rasulullah has a life. Even before this world, he was the teachers of the other prophets. He taught all the other prophets in the other world. They call this Alamul Arwah, the world of spirits. He was the teacher of them, and he was the teacher of the angels. So he was a prophet here, but the official bi'tha now he has been delegated his mission now as official. Now he can propagate. So maybe the best way to say is now his prophethood becomes official. Now everyone knows about his prophethood because he didn't talk about it before. There we go. So that's what bi'tha means. It doesn't mean you can say just now he's mab'uth. Now he has this responsibility now to propagate it. But yes, he was always, the prophet was always, it was, we as sister, as our, aunt or mother is saying, it was not a normal person and then became a prophet. He was never a normal person. He was always a prophet. And then when the verse came to him, then mab'ath happened, and then his mission became official. No, thank you. Yes, sister.
I know that this one is not very information. I wanted to know your opinion with the that's happening in Iran right now versus us living in the West. We obviously live in a country that parts of freedom of speech. How do we do what's happening in Iran right now? Do we understand the Islamic rules of wearing hijab? Just wanted to know your opinion on the
Sure. So we as Muslims, we have two types of, this is not really for the kids too much now, but yeah, I'll just say it really short, but as Muslims, we have a duty to our individual life, and also we have a duty to society. So when we have a duty in our individual life or in our homes, usually we have verses of Quran, do not spy, do not try to see what's going on in someone's house. The home is somewhere private. But society, how we dress and how we talk and what actions we do in society, that is separate in Islam. Because if something harms us physically is a harm or a spiritual harm, then logic and religion says you have to limit it. You have to stop it. So therefore, we have the obligations of commanding the good and enjoining the evil. And if there's a possibility for us to enjoin the good and to do what is right and to help others and guide others, and yes, we have that responsibility in society. We can't allow others to, because of the way they dress, because of the way they act, to bring society low. If they want to do something in their own house, they have freedom. We don't spy on them or whatever. But if they want to harm society either physically or spiritually, then we have commanding the good and enjoining the evil. And therefore, that is what the fuqaha and jurists say, that you have that obligation, and that obligation is from the prophets, imams, and those that have power, inshallah. Yes. Again, as we said, anything that is a sin, in terms of fiqh and jurisprudence, any sin that is in society, that those are in charge of society, if they have the ability, if they have power, then they should try to remove sin that is harmful in society, evil that is happening in society. Yes, at the home, when you say la ikraha fi din, for example, there is no force in religion. This comes to your choice and belief. Nobody can force us to be a Muslim. But when it comes to society and the harm of society, and if something that's going to harm society, then yes, we have commanding the good and forbidding the evil. This is what the jurists say. So therefore, yes, this would be a case of it. Salawat ala Muhammad wa ala.
Please, let's recite 3 loud salawat for Sayyid, inshallah. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. وعجل فرجه. Yeah, brothers and sisters, thank you so much. Like I said, it's a great blessing to have Sayyid here. Inshallah, this is going to be the first of many visits to our Sunday school. So please do come and, bring your questions, inshallah, and, we'll have a very good and engaging discussion. Inshallah, we will now kind of get to the end of the program. So we have the Noha. So let me call upon the first reciter. Um, Yes, yeah, because in the interest of time, please try to just keep your Noha short, inshallah. Three verses if you can. So the first one is going to be Warisha, Ariba, and the group together with them. Sallu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein, मेरा नाना नबी, मेरी माँ सैयदा, मेरा बाबा अली, मेरा भाई हसन, हम ही है पंजतन, हम ही है पंजतन, मेरी क्या है कथा, मेरी क्या है कथा, मेरी क्या है कथा, मुझ पे क्यों बंद करते हो पानी, क्या मोहम्मद क्या प्यारा नहीं, मुझ पे क्यों बंद करते हो पानी, क्या मोहम्मद क्या प्यारा नहीं, क्या मैं ज़ेरा का जाया नहीं हूँ, क्या मैं ज़ेरा का जाया नहीं हूँ, क्या नबी का नवासा नहीं हूँ, मुझे क्यों बंद करते हो पानी, क्या मोहम्मद क्या प्यारा नहीं हूँ, मुझे क्यों बंद करते हो पानी, क्या मोहम्मद क्या प्यारा नहीं हूँ, मेरा नाना ने कलमा सिखाया और कुरान तुमको सुनाया, मेरे नाना ने कलमा सिखाया और कुरान तुमको सुनाया, क्या मैं नाना का साया नहीं हूँ, क्या मैं नाना का साया नहीं हूँ, क्या नबी का नवासा नहीं हूँ, मुझ पे क्यों बंद करते हो पानी, क्या मोहम्मद क्या प्यारा नहीं हूँ, मुझ पे क्यों बंद करते हो पानी, क्या मोहम्मद क्या प्यारा नहीं हूँ, वो मदीना जहाँ मेरा घर है और बचपन में उसका कदर है, जीना जहाँ मेरा घर है और उसमें में उसका कदर है, क्या मैं उस घर में खेला नहीं हूँ, क्या मैं उस घर में खेला नहीं हूँ, क्या नबी का नवासा नहीं हूँ, मुझ पे क्यों बंद करते हो पानी, क्या मोहम्मद का प्यारा नहीं हूँ, मुझ पे क्यों बंद करते हो पानी, क्या मोहम्मद का प्यारा नहीं हूँ, चकिया पीस कर नाना ने पाला, मुझको नाना ने झूला झुलाया, चकिया पीस कर माँ ने पाला, नाना ने झूला झुलाया, अपने बचपन में भूला नहीं हूँ, अपने बचपन में भूला नहीं हूँ, क्या
क्या नबी का नवासा नहीं हूँ, मुझे क्यों बंद करते हो पानी, क्या मोहम्मद क्या प्यारा नहीं हूँ, क्यों बंद करते हो पानी, क्या मोहम्मद क्या प्यारा नहीं हूँ.
Salawat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. I will now call upon Kanizan Sakina. Okay, the next one is Ali Raza Sayed, Najmul Hassan, Ashar, and all the boys.
Come on, Asher. Okay.
And me.
Yeah.
Hussein, ya Hussein, ya Hussein, ya Hussein, ya Hussein, ya Hussein, बीमार था, चलने से दो लाचार था, चलने से दो लाचार था, शाम का बाजार था, और शाम का बाजार था, और मुस्तफा की बेटियां मौला Welcome, ya Hussein, ya Hussein. Welcome, ya Hussein, ya Hussein. Ya Hussein, Hussein, Hussein. चादर चीनी चादर चीनी खैमे जाले अब्बास के परचम डाले अब्बास के परचम डाले रोकर कहे ये बीबिया मौला हक इमाम या हुसैन या हुसैन मौला हक इमाम या हुसैन या हुसैन या हुसैन या हुसैन या हुसैन या हुसैन. Next time I take it. Allahumma salli
Okay, inshallah, brothers and sisters, we're going to perform ziyarah. So please face the Qibla. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم السلام عليك يا رسول الله السلام عليك يا أمير المؤمنين السلام عليك يا فاطمة الزهراء سيدة النساء العالمين السلام عليك يا خديجة الكبرى أم المؤمنين والمؤمنات السلام عليك يا حسن المجتبى السلام عليك يا أبا عبد الله وعلى الأرواح التي حلت بفنائك عليك مني سلام الله أبدا ما بقيت وبقي الليل والنهار، ولا جعله الله آخر العهد مني لزيارتكم. السلام على الحسين وعلى علي بن الحسين وعلى أولاد الحسين وعلى أصحاب الحسين جميعا ورحمة الله وبركاته. السلام عليك يا علي بن الحسين الزين العابدين. السلام عليك يا محمد بن علي الباقر بعد علم النبي. السلام عليك يا جعفر بن محمد الصادق الأمين. السلام عليك يا موسى بن جعفر الكاظم الغي وباب الهوائج. السلام عليك يا علي بن موسى الرضا راضي بالقدر والقضاء. السلام عليك يا محمد بن علي التقي الجواد. السلام عليك يا علي بن محمد الهادي النقي. السلام عليك يا حسن بن علي الزكي العسكري. السلام عليك يا مولانا يا صاحب الزمان. السلام عليك يا خليفة الرحمن. السلام عليك يا شريك القرآن. السلام عليك يا كابة الإيمان. السلام عليك يا إمامنا وإمام الإنس والجان. عجل الله تعالى فرجك وسهل الله تعالى مخرجك وظهور الأمر ورحمة الله وبركاته. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. فرج.
اللهم كل وليك الحجة ابن الحسن صلواتك عليه وعلى آبائه في هذه الساعة وفي كل ساعة وليا وحافظا وقائدا وناصرا ودليلا وعينا حتى تسكنه أرضك طوعا وتمتيه فيها طويلا برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. Yes, all the students, all the madrasa students, can you please come here? We're going to do one last final part of our program is to do the Arba'in walk, like we said in the beginning. So can I get the younger kids to come over here in the front? So all the younger kids over here in a line. You'll be reciting? Okay. And then the older kids are going to be in the back. Yeah. And we're going to be going around in a circle over here in the front, okay?
To show the hearts of Bibi Zainab walking from Karbala to Sham.
Very good, mashallah. Okay, and then I want some older kid volunteers over here. They're going to be passing out some snacks as we go around doing the walk. So who's going to be volunteering to pass out the snacks? Okay, Mahmoud, yeah, you can go there too. And we want 2 on that side and 2 on, is it all on that side? All of them on that side, okay. Okay, okay. Okay, ready? All right. So everyone recite salawat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Okay, go ahead, get started. Who's reciting?
सारा अल्लाह खून खुदा या हुसैन ए दिले मुस्तफा या हुसैन ए जाने दिले मादार हुसैना
ए बे का सो बे यावर हुसैना तशना ये अलकामा या हुसैन ए दिले मुस्तफ़ा या हुसैन ये जुल्म से ताम ये जोड़ो जाफा ये जुल्म ये बहतलहू बेजुर्म खता हर ज़मीन करबला या हुसैन ए दिले मुस्तफ़ा या हुसैन क्या हमको डरा एगा ये जहां ये पीरो जवान ये अर्ज़ो समान सब हैं पहुँचते फिदा या हुसैन ए दिले मुस्तफ़ा या